What is up, everybody? Happy Friday. A little TGIF action this morning. I got my buddy Paul up there in the bow. He's killing sheepy today. We've had a lot of fun this morning, but are you welcome to your weekend preview, fishing preview for Oneida Lake? Let's see. It looks like the weather's going to be outstanding this weekend. 80s both days. Light west wind. They're saying 5 to 10 out of the west both days. Chance of some slight showers tonight, Friday night, and tomorrow late afternoon. But it looks like it's going to be another beautiful summer weekend. Surface temp out on Oneida today is in the high 70s, 77, 78. Your forecast, fishing-wise, the walleye bite has been excellent. And you don't have to do just one thing. Guys that are pulling worm harnesses with bottom bouncers in deep water, 25 plus, 25 to 35, are doing exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. There's not a ton of debris. This east wind is pushing some of this floating grass back into the west end. That only to turn back around because we have an east wind today. So it's going to turn back around and start moving it. So trolling with stick baits might be a little tricky because of so much floating debris. But worm harnesses, because you have a very steep angle right off the back of the corners of the boat, you should be okay. Now, in those locations where these people are catching these fish on bottom bouncers, that means they're down near the bottom. So to me, that means I could jig them. I have not been fishing deep water, though. I have been in this morning as well. I have been spot locked in rocky bottom areas or where the rock transitions to something else, whether it be mud or sand. Paul and I came out this morning. I don't know, Paul, what have we had? 15 plus walleyes, maybe more like 20. I mean, between us, we've had 10 sheep's head, a perch, a big smallmouth. It's funny, Paul and I were talking about it today. I've been fishing these rocky areas, and today's depths were 15 to 20. It's riled up. I didn't want to be way up shallow, although we are now. And I was really looking for smallmouth on those rocks. It's crayfish season. They live in the lake year round, but now is when they're really active and moving. And so you would think that those big traveling wolf packs of smallmouth would be all over the place, but I've only caught a few of them. Caught another one this morning, and I'm dragging a crayfish style trailer bait across the bottom. Paul had them on jigs. I had them on the Ned rig with a Z-Man TRD, and also I cut down a 5-inch or a 7-inch Senko into 4-inch pieces, and I had one of those in the goby pattern on a Ned head, and we were fishing. I was fishing the Ned rig. The wind laid down a little bit, so I could fish finesse. I don't like fishing that necessarily in a heavy wind. But we've been spot locked all morning. We've been on 2 different shoals, on the windward side, on the upwind side, and we've had a great fun day with catching fish. Like I say, we really wanted to look for smallies, and we only did find one, but everything else was willing to bite. 4 species. These sheep's head are a lot of fun. Every time Paul and I catch one, we say the same thing to each other. Man, that was a riot. They hit beautifully. They hit. Before, if you would have said to me, hey, Matt, go catch a sheep's head on purpose, I'd have been like, okay, I don't really know where or when or how. You catch them, by accident when you're jigging. Once in a while, it looks like they bit it. But I'll tell you, since fishing these rocky areas, especially with the Ned rig too, they thump it. I mean, thump it. And you feel that good crack, that crisp bite. You reel down on it, you set the hook, the rod bows right up, bung, bung, bung. You get that big head shake, and there's a minute there. There's that first, good jolt. You're like, oh, that's a massive walleye. 27 plus, no problem. And it takes a little run. Then you're like, no, that's not a walleye. I know they get disparaged, but boy, they're a lot of fun. This is the summer of the sheephead for me, that's for sure. And I'm okay with it. They're a ton of fun. It wears my right arm out. I don't eat them anyway. I don't eat many fish to begin with anyway. So the catch and release aspect of sheep's head fishing is A-okay with me. So there's your morning report and your weekend fishing forecast all wrapped up into one. Going to be just under 6 minutes. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Keep your tip up. Oh, Dark Hollow. Sunday evening down at Middle Ages Brewery. Yeah, we got life here. We got to go. See you guys later. Keep your tip up.